Well, happy freaking Wednesday.
Hello.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. We're all like, ugh.
Hey, I'm on
Hey.
vacation this week.
You're on vacation this week.
Yes, I am, which means I got to do more work.
Of course. I think you work harder on vacation than you do when you're actually at work.
Yeah. Well, and we just got water in the pool last weekend, so now I'm going through and doing all the pool scrubbing and the stuff that I got to do 3 times a day, and yeah,
A little late in the season to be doing your pool, isn't it?
it just got filled. I just got it done. It took them over 6 months to build it.
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah. So I'm not. Yeah. No. Yeah. Lots of water. I'll just say that. Lots of
Right.
freaking water.
Well,
Everywhere.
we're going through this heat wave again. Here in the South, which sucks. It is horrible. The next 2 days are going to be even hotter than it has been, and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh my god.
It's 7 o'clock right now just 7 o'clock, and it's still 99 degrees here.
Oh my gosh, it's still over 90 here right now. It's still over 90, and I'm just like, I cannot believe what's happening out here. This weather has been just. It seems like the last 2 to 3 years it has been just crazy, and I don't even know what to do. I mean, if I could, I would just spend all my time at the river and just forget about it.
You and me both. But the problem is, there ain't no fish hitting right now, so it's too damn hot.
I'll just
That
go
being,
sit in it. I don't care.
well, yeah, I mean, I can see people going sitting in it, but man, I tell you what, if you're a fisherman, you're out there at dark 30 on the lake or on the river, and by 9 o'clock, you're off the river or off the lake, unless you want to do overnight catfishing. But yeah, there's no
Ah,
sense of being out there trying to fish in the middle of the day. You're just not going to get nothing.
right, right. Nemo says it's cooler there in Phoenix. It's only 102.
Hey,
They got a different heat though.
yeah, that's what I was about to say because I'm gonna pull the old tried and true that everybody gives to the people from Arizona. That's a dry heat. It's a dry heat. I'm gonna tell
It's a
you what.
different. It's a different heat for sure. Um,
I've been in Phoenix at 109, and 109 in Phoenix feels the same as 109 here. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Hot is hot. Period.
hot as hot. It's just that humidity is a killer.
Well, yeah, because you can't cool yourself off.
No, as soon as you walk out the house, you got to go right back in, take a shower. You're done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're just waiting for
100%.
everybody to roll on in here tonight. You, we're coming down to we're getting ready to start school again. All the children's activities, grandchildren, all that stuff is starting again.
Started today here.
The school started.
Yeah, school started
Oh,
today. My granddaughter went back to school today. All my grandkids went back to school today. Well, the kids are in school. I ain't got many in school anymore, grandkids, but all the ones that are here. Yep, Texas went back. Some of them went back last week.
oh, why do they do that? Why do they do that? Do
We don't
they
want to talk about
realize
that.
it's flipping hot?
We don't want to talk about that because we'll get into politics and that'll be an ugly thing. So we don't want to do that.
It'll be ugly.
Yeah, because that's exactly what the problem is. Politicians have gotten too far into the education system and start screwing crap up. So there we go, right there.
Right, right.
And I mean all
Oh,
politicians. I don't mean one side or the other. I mean all of them. Every dang one of
oh,
them.
that's it. That's
Let
it. That's what it
let the
is.
teachers handle the daggum education, okay?
Right, right. So, Donnie, what's it like up there or over there? I should say over there.
No, it's hot. It's North Carolina, so of course it'll be hot.
Right?
It's just normal at this point.
Yeah, you got that
Just
nasty humidity too.
yeah, just stay indoors, put
Steamy.
on the air conditioner.
It's steamy. That's what we call it. It's steamy.
Hmm.
Steamy. Oh, that is
It's using
funny.
the chat right now.
Aussie Boss says, I miss the heat and thunderstorms as it's winter in Australia right now.
Ooh,
Hmm.
yeah, that's true.
What does
Now,
that mean? Is it like degree
I heard
wise?
Yeah, what's your current temperature out there, Ozzy?
Yeah, really. Because I want to know exactly what their winter is like.
Well, the way I understood it, it's pretty well. It's just like, especially in the outback, the way I understand it, it's just like any desert in the winter. It gets cold. It
It
does.
gets cold. I get it.
So I
I get
mean,
it. I mean, I've heard that. I mean, people froze in the desert, so
yeah,
I can understand that.
yeah, 100%. I mean, hypothermia is going to hit anybody anywhere at any time. I mean, you could be at 35 degrees. Once your body core temperature goes down, it's all she wrote. But I
Right.
mean, I don't know. I mean, because Australia's. I hate to say it like this because I draw a lot of things from Australia because it has so many different climates concealed into
Yeah.
one area, and
Yes.
Texas is kind of the same way. We've got the desert, we've got high desert, we've got low desert, we've got you know piney woods, we've got plains and stuff like that, and obviously the coastlines and stuff. I don't. It's you would not want me. I would not want to get caught out like when we're stationed in El Paso. I don't want to get caught out in the actual desert at night. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
And it's not because of the temperature, or it's not because of the critters. It's not because of people, bad people. That temperature when it drops, because you're so used to 105 degrees. Okay, okay. So he's in Queensland. They're in Queensland, so near 61 degrees, but they're along the tropics. So that's a median, a kind of a set temperature. It kind of stays at all the time. So a little cool versus, but it never gets super cold. But like in El Paso, I mean, I've had people that have had to been taken in from a fuel problem because of hypothermia because they just didn't think they were going to get that cold. But when you go from 105 degrees to 65, that's a 40-degree switch.
Hmm.
Bodies don't like that, and it makes you cold. All that sweat on you and everything is all down, and then you're cold because it's just that chill. And when you get the
Right.
chills, especially us old people, you get the chills, you can't shake them.
Right. Well, everybody, tonight's show, it was I was sending Randy all this stuff that I was
Yep.
getting, as I was driving home from McMinnville, Tennessee, from the conference, and so
But
some of this stuff.
before you throw that out, I'm going to
Okay,
toss some shade to Nemo real quick because he said this before we ever went on air. So I've noticed before. I've never noticed it before, but Donnie's the alien, Randy's the Bigfoot, and Brandy is the ghost. As far as our actual uh, logo there, and I'm like, wait a second, why am I the Bigfoot? Is it because of the smell? He says because of my hat, but I think it's because of the smell. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really take us down and let's look at the picture real quick, and
Okay,
then we'll see.
let's see if I can actually put it up ahead above us instead, so that way we ain't got to worry about pulling us completely down.
Or put it to
Uh,
the side.
yeah, let's go to the side. That's probably easier. Right there. There we go.
There it
I
is.
don't, I don't know. I don't know about this. No, no. I don't like it. Donnie, he called you an alien.
So
Is that because of the eye thing? I guess I don't know.
that feels racist. I
I was about to
resent
say,
that.
I resemble that remark.
Yeah, I resent that.
I mean, Bigfoot doesn't wear any. Well, Bigfoot's got his hands over his eyes, and I got glasses on, so I guess that
Maybe
makes
it's because you're part Neanderthal, Randy, and I'm not.
Oh, I could be 100% if I ain't careful.
Yeah.
I watched Captain Caveman like a big dog growing up.
I got zero Neanderthal in me, so I'm golden.
Let's see. Oh, there's things I can play with down here. Ooh, I can do that. I can do that. I
Oh
Yeah,
can
after how
Lord.
do
many years of
that.
using StreamYard, Randy?
I don't play with this crap. I don't. Like I said, this is stuff I don't deal with. I don't like it. I don't want to play no more. That's just me. I'm gonna be grumpy for a while.
Right. Anyway, So I was driving home. I mean, some of the things that I had sent ready apparently we can't show.
Borderline. Kind of borderline.
They're borderline. I mean, I found them very odd. I think if I would have found them on a news site or something like that, it would have been different, but I didn't.
Well,
this was just straight up weird stuff that was just popping up.
And as we talk about it, I'm going to look and see if I can get away with it. I'm going to look and see where it's shared at and everything first. I'll bring that one in so you could hear, because what we heard when we listened to it obviously is different. So
yeah, we have to make sure we mention who they're from. That's where we got them, and because it was weird to me, and that one made me stop and pause for a second while he's looking at it. But
yeah, I'm just looking at it to make sure it's not any kind of a, because it's part of True Crime Daily. I'll tell you that right now. It's part of True Crime Daily. So, but it's only a part 1. So now where are part 2? Where's the rest of it? What are we talking about here? It doesn't even really give me a good. It's like 3 minutes long. So, but it did come from March 26th, and I'm just double checking to make sure that we're not going to cause any issues with it being out there. But it looks like they shared to the whole world, so it's pretty much freeware for the most part. So it's probably in the public domain.
Yeah, I found it out in the open. It was not in their own personal site.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and download it and do it that way.
Okay.
Downloading them is a heck of a lot easier than trying to show it on Facebook, because then I don't have to worry about any ads popping in or anything like that. So
yeah, I mean, that one kind of weirded me out a little bit, because I hear a lot of things and see a lot of things. We all know that we're all constantly looking, even if we don't think we are looking for all this weird content.
Yeah.
And a few of these I was like, oh my God, are you serious? We talk about the red circles, we talk about the AI, we talk about what are we supposed to believe out here?
My thinking right off the bat, right?
Right.
Like,
I mean, there is so much junk out there on the internet right now that I could not believe. And these people were acting as if it were real, or their comments were as if it were real. And I'm like,
and we won't show any of the comments at all, because quite frankly, if you guys are out there on Facebook and you see this stuff, you look at it, you'll know what the comments say 99.9% of the time. They don't change across groups. Okay.
Right.
All the comments stay the same. And it's always either this is complete hogwash, and that's a nice term of putting it, or, oh my God, I see a ghost in that paint fleck.
Right. Right.
So, anyway.
So again, I'm going to leave this up to everybody in chat and let them say their say on what they believe on these, but I don't know how I don't know how they
could save the good one
be
for last.
believable.
Just to let you know that. I'm going to save the good one for last.
Oh, okay. It's
'Cause
probably the
quite
very
frankly-
first one I sent you.
No, actually, I'm going to show you the first one you sent me. This is the first one you sent me that I'm about to show you here in just a second. So,
Okay.
Once I get it here, I'm going to take it to full screen, so hopefully it'll look halfway decent. Entire screen right there. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, from the mind of Brandy. This is interesting. Greatest makeup check ever.
I love the special effects on the editing and I said,
There was one spot right here, and I was looking at it, and you said, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's just doing Bigfoot's doing a selfie. Look at this, he's doing a selfie. And then they went crazy. They said, okay, we're gonna blur him. See, we're gonna blur
Yes.
him up. I want to cry. I want to cry. I really do.
I mean,
there's a lot of blur. I mean, but this is done by the creator, obviously.
yes. And who is the creator, or who put this out?
You had to look at that one. I don't remember which one it was. It was on an AI group though. Actually, it was on an AI group. Hang on a second.
Right.
I'll tell you 2 seconds real quick who it was for sure, because I can never, when I see something like that, I don't even want to know who the actual artist is. Honestly, half the time.
Gary says that Gary Reed says better than the Planet of the Apes.
Well, yeah, I'll give it that. But hey, Planet of the Apes. Can you believe what would have happened with that one in today? Well, you see the Planet of the Apes remakes. The CGI that they used made those apes look so real that you're like, did they actually? Wait, did that ape actually really talk? Did they get him work it out where the chimp can actually talk? I'm like, kind of scared me.
I don't know. I took a look at that and I went, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this one.
But you had the same thought. I mean, you actually had the same thought I did, because I'm like, oh, look, it's Bigfoot taking a selfie.
This is Dead Cinema, is who did this one. Dead Cinema. So obviously we know. Oh, my pinup girl's up. Hang on.
Obviously.
All right. So Dead Cinema, and for you that did not see it, we're going to do this one more time for you. You get to feel my pain. I mean, now hold up right there. Now, what's the first thing you hear? Can everybody hear it though? Is everybody hearing the river or whatever is going in the background?
It's something, yeah.
Okay,
I can hear it.
I hear I'm like, wait a second, Donnie, it's Bigfoot porn. He looks up the side, by the shaking, by the blur. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know.
We're gonna leave that up to everybody in chat.
Now, Roger, the newer Planet of the Apes look way better than the 2001 version. Now, that 2001 version was that Mark Wahlberg one, right? If I'm not mistaken. That first remake.
I'm not sure.
I was asking Donnie because Donnie's the film buff.
I think Donnie's ignoring us.
Donnie's frozen. I think Donnie's dropped.
I think Donnie's frozen.
Yep, he froze up on us. Oh well.
Anyway,
it's okay. But anyway, I think he's right. I think that first one with Mark Wahlberg was 2001 time frame, and then when they started doing the Conquest and the War for Planet that stuff that was later on, he crapped out on us. I think that was a better CGI than what they had in 2001. So it looked better. It looked a lot better from what I saw. Oh, there he comes. He's back. Maybe. There he is again.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm back.
You missed a whole hour's worth of Planet of the Apes stuff.
Yeah. You missed it. He's like, wait a minute, I've had some time loss. I didn't know about
Bigfoot clip was quite riveting there, Randy.
I can't help it.
My belief in Bigfoot has been renewed and reinvigorated.
Then that means you didn't hear the first
my life to the detailed research and study of these magnificent creatures. Thank you for that inspiring footage, Randy.
Oh, we just
Riveting.
starting though. But you know, there was some Bigfoot porn. It sounded like.
Starting. There's one even better in there.
Oh yeah. Oh good God. Wait, are we talking about the one that one?
Yeah. No.
Okay. No. Okay.
No. Wait. Yeah. No. I thought. Well, what if that happened to you? We should play that one. What if this happened to you? Same.
Let me look at that again then, because I don't remember getting it. Let's see. Well, we got that one. I got that one. Oh wait, I've got that one down too. Yeah, I only got the 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 of them. Oh wait, here's one that's a little bit further up.
Yeah,
I'll get those
forgot.
down too.
Yeah, I forgot which one I had sent you first. You know, go ahead. Let's look at another one. This.
Okay.
That's
Well,
just-
you know what? I'm going to show. This is, okay, I am going to see if I can. It won't let me actually go to full screen with these videos, unfortunately, with Facebook. But this is another Dead Cinema one. This is the very first one you ever sent me, and I'm just going to play it from the actual Facebook page. It's Dead
Okay.
Cinema again. So we know Dead Cinema. We're obviously getting what? Cinema. So, here we go with this one. I was trying to see if I could figure out if I could get it into a little bit of a bigger picture, but I guess not. So,
Right.
here we go.
Right.
Okay.
Well, there you go, folks. Disclosure has been achieved.
Okay. I feel
We've
like I
done it,
should be
guys.
manning. I should
We've
be
done
manning
it.
the wall as part of the Night's Watch. That's what I should be doing right after watching this, because that's a giant.
Yeah, that's huge. But you know, I mean, I listened to the audio. You know, and some of it's kind
Thanks,
of weird.
Mickey.
Thank you, Mickey. Love you. It's
Oh, you didn't have to work. Don't lie. You didn't have to work. It's okay. We understand. You slept in.
the vocalization sounded like they were just added later. I
Well,
mean,
they're
because
human.
you're hearing this tree breaking and all of this other kind of stuff, and all this thing is doing is just walking.
Yeah. Well, now listen again. Now let's do it close, and you can tell these are humans actually doing calls. I mean, come on. That's There's no doubt in my mind that that's a human doing those calls. And the I think he's kind of halfway trying to get into disco or something.
Yeah, but do you notice that when all the trees are breaking and stuff, that thing is not even
not even close.
Not even close to the woods? And I started laughing, and I was like, "Is there more of those giants out there? That would be scary."
Okay, so y'all can't read it. I don't know if y'all can read it too well, but it says down at the bottom: drunk RV driver, Bigfoot crash captured on both dash cam and wife's cell phone in Willow Creek. First of all, they're not in Willow Creek at all. There's no way. That's not Willow Creek. Unprecedented evidentiary event. I'm gonna bring this up, let y'all see if you. I don't know if y'all can read it or not. If you can, I'm sorry, guys. I know Dead Cinema makes AI generated and stuff like this for entertainment purposes. But boy, you had to really go digging
This is the stuff that
Decipher stuff.
this is the stuff I'm really talking about, how these creators are putting out this stuff, and yet they're trying to make it believable or real to somebody who may be naive when it comes to stuff like this. And I think that's wrong. It should say, first and foremost, for entertainment purposes only. Straight up front.
Yeah, they should.
Because
It
it's not
shouldn't be
real.
done. Yeah, it shouldn't be done as saying as a drunk RV driver. Okay, and Humboldt County Sheriff's Office, while citing the driver for DUI, has openly admitted the footage is perplexing and unexplained.
Well, okay, so
You know how many people are going to bite on this, though?
right. So the dude is drunk, but what does that have to do with anything that is being shown?
Nothing.
Zero.
Other than just says that's the very first byline, double proof. Drunk RV driver's dash cam and his wife's cell phone. Caught the same thing. Well, we're only seeing one, and I don't even know what the heck it is, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, see, this is the stuff that we're talking about, that people who aren't
Sorry,
I mean, they like Bigfoot, they believe in Bigfoot, but they're not really into researching or investigating or anything like that. That they're gonna believe something is crazy.
I know. I know. Nobody believes it. I mean, don't get me wrong. We don't believe it either, but we're just like, how in the heck do you end up with crap like this out here? You know, honestly. And Dead Cinema, you know, they're building obviously a reputation. I'm going to before I actually start this one here, I'm going to look at their actual Facebook page. I'm not going to put it up here, but I want to see they only have 2,100 followers, so they're not a big time outfit. You know what I mean?
Right. Welcome, Aussie Boss, to the Booze Club. Yeah.
One of us. One of us. One of us.
One of us.
So we're gonna stick with Dead Cinema.
Well, yeah, because
keep going. I want to hear what you got.
I don't know. There's just something. There's terribly wrong. I mean, there should be some kind of. I don't know. Disclaimer or something. You know, that they should be putting disclaimer on this, but I mean, we don't have that regulation in place and stuff like that, and it's just kind of like, you're making this content and it's not real.
Or the people that are out there stealing other people's actual evidence and claiming it as their own.
Correct.
I mean, we went over it on truthortinfoil. How do you take something like the Shipton photos of the Yeti footprints from 1953 and say, oh, well, we caught these in South Africa, and you got to prove it's right. Prove me it's not real. No, it's up to you to prove it's real. Secondly, stop stealing other people's stuff.
Right. You know, and I definitely do not care for that at all. No. You know, if like we're doing here, we're looking at other people's stuff. We are saying who it is, and we're not making any qualms about it. We're not trying to steal your thunder or whatever you have there. We're just 100% looking at your content.
Okay, then. So I don't know if this is the one you were talking about, but this was the second one you sent me.
I'm waiting for the one because Donnie will love this. He will just.
Is it the Skinwalker one?
Mind. No.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I've got it then. So, but here we go with this one.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's this one.
Shadow it, cat.
Yep, that's right, folks. Bigfoot is real. He's out there. There you see it, folks.
Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. Somebody needs to call child services.
What's up?
Somebody needs to call child services because somebody's got their kid out there in that daggum outfit doing it.
Hmm. Okay, right where we're looking, right here. If
Uh-huh.
you notice, when it puts its hand on the head, there's no movement of the fingers. There's no nothing. It's like,
The hair doesn't move or anything. Here, let's see if I can.
eh. You know,
I mean, the hair doesn't move. Hair doesn't move at all.
uh-uh.
But they made sure that they got the glow of the eyes in there. Now, what I was talking about, if you look back here at the first one, look at the shadow. They were so bad at coloring in the shadow here, it came over the shoulder. And I'm like, okay. And don't get me wrong, they're having fun with it. And if they're playing with it and trying to work stuff, they're not like they're out there trying to sell it or anything like that. But you'd be surprised how many people are seeing this and going, oh my God, why is this not all over the media?
Yeah.
So anyway,
Very true. Very true. Yeah. I don't know. It just looks like maybe a dad and child out there having some fun.
And I'm going to read this here. Forest cam footage. Okay. Two Bigfoot families, Tree Knock, Rock Click, for a rendezvous in the Blue Mountains. So they're in the Blue Mountains. Oh my God. It makes me hurt just to even read this stuff sometimes. A stunning video from a trail camera deep in Oregon's Umatilla National Forest. Now I've been to Umatilla, Oregon, okay? Not a whole bunch of forest up there, honestly. But anyway, may have catch first ever seen footage coordinated Sasquatch. I almost said, you know what, Squatch? Family communication. I didn't hear wood knock. Only clicking I heard was something that didn't happen at the same time as anything else. See, they're tearing it up. They're trying to make it sound like he's doing it right then as he's walking up. I don't know. Again, the shadows, the way they've done the shadows, they're not. Donnie does much better with his AI stuff, obviously.
I actually do.
Yeah, but Donnie, doesn't just blow your mind like this right here? Just blows your mind. Just makes you say Bigfoot's real.
By the way, quick shameless plug. If you guys want to see good AI, check out my last episode that came out this past Saturday. It's called Jesus versus Dogman. Yeah, it's quite excellent. It's like all like just really good. You know.
Yeah. I have not watched it yet. I feel bad for myself because I haven't watched it, and Donnie's gonna hold it over my head for a long, long time.
Oh no. I wasn't home, so I can't say anything. And then plus,
oh, you know what? Now I remember why I did. I took that one we just watched as a kind of a joke when you sent it because I responded back to you. What is that, Hank and Bobby Hill?
Yes.
Can I show you guys one quick AI clip that I made for the show?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Jesus wins. Jesus versus Dogman. What'd you think?
I like it.
Did that get you into feels? Did you feel inspired that your Lord and Savior was victorious there?
He was. He was.
Yes.
Did you see him?
Yes.
I love that. I love that. Because a lot of the like the stories and stuff now that you can see on like Facebook and things like that, they're all AI. You can tell they're AI. And some of them are good and some of them aren't.
A lot of them aren't.
A lot of them aren't. Right. You know, and as they're talking, they're pronouncing the words wrong. You know, it's this kind of like whatever you guys did, it's not working. them that the words are not matching the mouth, and then they're saying like it could say star and they could say Sarge. It's just funny.
Yeah.
It's funny how they're doing it. But that was pretty cool. I'd kind of freak out if I saw Jesus fighting a dog man in the woods.
Yeah.
I just back out slowly. What I would do.
You'd have
There's
to.
just too much power being thrown around there, guys. Too much power.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're getting away from Bigfoot for a few seconds.
Okay.
Stress that. A very few seconds. But this one is actually, when you gave it to me, let me go back. I had it on there and I missed it here.
Yeah, this was probably funny one, Doug. I think you're going to love it.
This is from Clinton Lucky Anointing, is who has had this one out there. Okay. Now, this one I actually downloaded, so we've got it right here ready to roll. All right.
Well, looks like the rake is real too. Now we got to worry about that now.
She's just trying to make me not have a good night's sleep. That's what it is. Dog's protected. Hey, I'm with you, little Patty. Watch that dog go after this thing. Look at the now. Wait, back it up. Wait. I want you to look right here. Look at the dog's leg now. The dog's front leg has combined with the hand of whatever the hell that thing is.
Yeah, you seen that, huh?
Well, it was kind of hard to miss. Honestly, it becomes six figures. The animal and their hands and arms and legs, they all become stick figure stuff thing there.
Something.
But that dog, he's tearing it up. Watch it. I wanted to get the tail. That's what I wanted him to do. I wanted him to get that tail. Because I thought bad things at one point in this video.
Right. I was wondering exactly how they did this one, because it does literally look like the dog is attacking someone.
Well, I'm going to let it go again here real quick. I see the dog comes in from that left side there. And the way it jumped up and see its open mouth, I think the whole thing is complete AI. And they just had a dog, because this body looks different than the body that came running in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the dog was actually ever really there or it was added in. But that being said,
maybe that's a question we need to ask. How'd you do that?
Yeah.
Is this complete AI, or did you have something and then added stuff in?
Well, let's ask our educated expert over there. Donnie, what you think?
I'm just wondering if I can make it better.
I think you could.
But yeah, I'm like so 100% now that rakes are real and that those white crawlers are out there. Thanks to this video.
Yeah.
I am deeply riveted, and I believe this video should be shared with the world so that more people can know the truth.
It is.
The mysterious creatures known as.
Well, see, here we go now. And now it's up to you to get a better video and show it to us.
Okay. Well, I am going to say this.
Yeah, let's go with like a rake and a dog man.
Phil Funk got it. This is for everybody that's ever been a computer geek out there, especially on the web. What type of coffee does AI prefer? Java. You don't get it, do you?
I do. It's an old one.
I get it. It's a dad joke.
Exactly. Hey, I'll tell y'all one thing. Everybody out there, if you want some funny stuff from back in the early days of networking and computers, go find, and pardon for the language here real quick, the bastard operator from hell. Go read some of those stories, and it will make you die. Especially anybody that ever worked in an actual mainframe environment. Oh, good Lord. Okay.
Right.
So I'm gonna pull that one down now.
Nemo says Rake lost all street creds.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Got that one.
Got his butt kicked.
Now, again, we have to wonder, what kind of neighborhood does this happen in? You know what that sounds like to me? You remember when you showed us that video when y'all were in that one little room and it was like a classroom or something like that, and y'all heard somebody walking out the door outside in the hallway? It reminded me of that video you sent us that we looked at that time. That listen to the footsteps. Now, if y'all had got knocked on, that'd have been, y'all probably would have had a little bit of a issue at that point, wouldn't you?
No, yes, but no.
I mean, not freak out, but you've been like, "Oh crap, what?"
Like, hey, we caught it. I'd be so excited.
Yeah. But those footsteps, that's what it sounded like to me. Was like through the whole, you know.
Yeah, but can you imagine this thing coming up knocking on your door in the middle of the night?
I would have to say it's the most polite Bigfoot I've ever seen in my life. Then
Avon calling. Yes, Avon calling.
And Rachel, you're 100% right. That video would be way more convincing if there were creepy, dramatic music with it. I could probably get
but did you see if he just walks up, knocks on the door, and then he stands back and waits like a normal person would?
Yeah. Little Patty, that's what I was saying. Why would a Bigfoot knock? It's the most polite Bigfoot I've ever seen in my life. I have faith in their species now.
Right. That's right. But for all intents and purposes, if it did something like this, a real one did something like this, I could see it. I mean, because they're especially the ones that are hanging around, houses and homes that are kind of out in the woods, but they're watching everything that we're doing. So would it mimic what we're doing if we're going to answer the door? Sure. I mean, it's going to go up there and knock and see if you're going to open the door. And then it's going to say, I'm hungry. Can you got something to eat?
Well, yeah. And I'd give it whatever it wanted to.
Yeah.
Open the door and look.
Yeah, come on in. Let's have
what do you want? What do you want?
Something. Right. I'll cook you
come
something.
Have a seat. I don't think my chairs will support you, but you can come have a seat.
I'll be like, I got a chicken just for you.
I got something for you. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, I'll cook it up.
Okay. Are you guys ready for this one? You
sure.
ready?
I
just looked it up right now real quick while you guys were chit-chatting. Ready?
Who the hell was that guy? That was one crazy-looking Asian. Was that Donnie Cho?
There we go.
I think that, wait, you know what? That one was so good. It actually gets the...
Donnie Cho, meme of the week.
I think that works.
It did.
What do you think? Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yep. You should have gave the Rake more alien eyes, though.
Yeah, I just whipped it up real quick just now.
Yeah.
These AI videos are pretty easy to make, folks, if you haven't tried them. They're like really easy.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I refuse.
I wish I had the time, because I know that it is just a rabbit hole that I would go down. I'd like, let me make this. Oh, you know what? Be better. And then I'd go, what would this look like? And then I'd never quit. And then I'd be stuck making these things like all the time. I just would. That would be me. Because that would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I have fun with all this stuff anyway, but I don't mind poking fun at it, playing with it, and all that fun jazz. But when we start having real issues with people taking this stuff and trying to portray it as real, it's like, come on,
That's
guys.
what this is about. That's what this is about. I mean, they're taking people who like are naive.
Yeah.
You know, or just not techie or of any way, shape, or form. You know, and then they're throwing
100%.
this out there. And then I'm like, that's not what we're doing. You know, I mean, our children are seeing this crap, you know, and they should, you know, and they don't know what these things are, or if it looks like that. I mean, or is it that big, or does it go up and knock on your doors at night? Well, yeah, it does in some instances. I'm not going to say that, you know, but it's kind of like this kind of stuff. You know, I said it over and over and over again. It's this kind of content that makes other content hard to believe when it's real because of all of this junk out there.
I mean,
please put a disclaimer on it for entertainment purposes only.
I'm going to do something here. Let's see if I can find this picture.
This is not real. I don't even know. I guess it makes me mad a little bit, like I said, because you can't find any content that is real out there without going, I bet you that's AI. You know, even if you're unsure, you automatically say it's AI. And you don't even know. I mean, it could be something good. It could be a great piece of evidence, and then you're just dismissing it. You know, unless everybody's talking about it, then it's not real. You know what I mean? So
my opinion is that all photo and video evidence should be dismissed because the whole field has been tainted so far that even if you do get a picture of a Bigfoot or video or whatever and you try to present it, it doesn't matter. The well's been tainted.
You're right.
Don't even bother. If you guys think you have a picture of Bigfoot and like you want to go out on the internet and declare it as, oh, I have, don't even bother. It's futile at this point.
I think so. You know, and as much as we've talked about it, the only way that we're going to prove his existence is, of course, a body. And even then, you're going to have somebody saying that's fake.
I think it's pointless to try to prove his existence because people are just going to not believe it anyway. You would need mainstream media to come out and say it, and
pick up on it.
And good luck with that. Good luck with that.
And now nobody's believing mainstream media half the time anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, because think about this: mainstream media has been putting out stuff about aliens for a long time. Okay. And now that the powers that be have come up and said, hey, these things are real. You know, I mean, you could go back on newscasts, you know, and find stuff out there. We found this stuff. And, you know, they're like, you know, these lights in the skies and blah, blah, blah. And they're kind of downplaying it. Yeah. But I'm like, so you're seeing it too. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I understand that, but it's just
and it gives people like me a grasp hold to say, I can now figure out that this may not be real because of this, this, and this. You know, because I'm that healthy skeptic of everybody. You know, don't get me wrong, I believe that Bigfoot exists, but I'm also not going to sit there and blow smoke up somebody, you know what, saying, oh, we've had DNA for years and we've had this and they've known about, you know what, until you can show me something that proves that, I can't believe it because there's no way legitimate science with
if people come me with pictures or video, I'm just like, don't waste my time. You're literally wasting my time. I don't care how convincing it looks. It's the whole pursuit of using pictures or video media as a as a means of transmitting proof or the notion of proof to other people is a complete waste of time. People who come on these shows and they're like, "Oh, I got proof. Let me show you." I'm just like, I don't care. I literally don't care.
Yeah.
The world's been too tainted.
Yeah.
It's pointless. You're not going to convince any non-believer to all of a sudden believe in Bigfoot because of a picture.
You're not. You're not.
Right.
You can do everything on its own. And
well, as we found out that the paranormal is the same exact thing, that it is so saturated with hoaxes that you don't even know what to believe anymore. Because I've seen things kind of move without feet, you know, but can you produce that on a screen with something moving without feet? Yes,
you can.
And you can do it in the comfort of your own home. So now it's even harder to distinguish what is real and what is not, unless you really take it apart and nitpick every little piece of it. So,
Sorry,
I mean,
I'm watching Rob fight over there on the side. He originally he did 440 joules. We don't know what that is. Joules?
I do.
Okay, well you got joules in, because he come back and said, "Don't know what the heck that is." Neither do I.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You just made her sparkly.
Yes. Yes. What it is it's kind of like a super chat or a gift. It's just done separately. They do it in points. So you can buy so many points and then send little pictures and stuff. If you're, let me see, let me see, where am I at? I don't even know if I have any left. I think I spent all mine.
Here, let me show you another one that I made. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
This one will be epic. Randy?
Yep.
This one's for you.
Hey, big fella! Time to rock! Take that, you hairy beast! Down you go!
Yeah! Because there are only 4 days till Elvis week.
The cryptid community needs a little more Elvis. That's what I
agree.
say.
I agree. 100%.
We need more Elvis encounter stories because they're out there. They're out there.
Yes. Well, Keith said a Sunday. Thank you, Keith, because I think I'm out of points.
Like, points for what?
Just send little stickers in chat.
Oh, okay. So he sent you a Sunday.
Yeah, you can see in chat. It'll say Keith's Cryptid Corner, and it says sent Sunday. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to look now because I don't know what it is. I gotta look back at my. What do you call it? Okay.
Yeah, that's just their new way of sending stuff. You can just send it in chat, so it doesn't have to be over, everything. It's just little stickers type things. And they're really cute. Yeah.
So I get that I'm trying to see what Rob's Unk Alert is. I don't know what the heck that is, but it looks like somebody sitting there going. I can't tell.
I'm trying to find it. I don't know.
I'm looking right at it, but I can't tell what it is.
Good.
Rob, I don't know what it is either.
I don't know.
But anywho, okay, so back to the fun. Because I'm trying to figure out this one. Let's just look at it. Okay, let's just look.
Se está moviendo muy rápido. Son demasiado grandes. Eso no es un animal normal. Nos está alcanzando. Vámonos.
First of all, why are they backing away at the last second? Secondly, why did that lion stop?
Also, that wasn't a real deer. That was a person with like those extended four limbs.
Yeah.
You could tell because the back legs were clearly human.
I was going to say straight out AI, but that's just me. Because watch when he gets up there and slows down, and he turns. First of all, he's covering a lot of ground.
Even AI could do a running deer better than that.
Yeah, that's
Look
why I
at
think
those
that
back legs. They clearly look like a person's legs.
yeah. I just
Yeah,
think
deer don't run like that.
no, not even close. But either way, yeah, I still think it's 100% AI. It's just I don't know where they got their model from. I don't know what they used
Oh,
for.
the new cryptid.
It's a not deer. That's what it is. A
Yeah,
not deer.
an
A
AI
not
not
deer.
deer. An
It's
AI
a
not
not deer.
yeah. Being chased by
Okay.
a somewhat lion in the
Yeah, it's a
Pacific Northwest.
not deer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just thought it was a new cryptid. I was like, oh, take a look at that.
Yeah, no. My brain's turning jello. Thank you, Brandy.
You are so welcome. You know, I mean, these are the things that I come across on my long journeys. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Something is definitely
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Okay.
Something
what was
is
this one?
way wrong with that.
This was I'm double checking this one real quick. It was True Crime Daily. That's who this one was. This next one comes from True Crime Daily. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the one that you want to listen to.
Yeah, this is the one that kind of freaked me out a little bit.
It freaked the both of us, really, because I mean, I was hesitant to actually bring this one up because of the actual. I don't want it to be, and I know it's probably from well back, you know, and stuff like that. But it's
But
still
this is
got
from a body
remnants
cam
of
from a
something that
police
could,
officer. This is the
yeah,
body
and it
cam
could
from a
actually
police
be
officer.
something from somebody else. But here we go with this one. This is wild. This is
Right.
about 3 minutes, so y'all listen to this one.
These are 8 times officers caught something on their body cams that nobody can explain. And the more you look at the footage, the less any of it starts to make sense. Case 1. The voicemails. On the morning of March 11th, 2026, a man in Florida walks up to a police officer in a parking lot.
Okay, pause that right there. Take that into account. A man in Florida. Okay, there we go.
With his phone already in his hand.
Hi. I'm just wanting to document everything that's going on. So I'm pulling up. This is from last night. Did you saw the email I sent you? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you want to.
Question: why did he send an email to that particular officer? Or are they responding to an email that he sent?
Maybe he wanted to get the ghost arrested.
They're trying. He was sending them the evidence.
Okay. Right.
So they would have it, and then he can show the timestamps and whatever that he was getting these messages. And it's a good thing. Just keep stopping it periodically through this, like every 10 to 15 seconds.
Well, and yeah, because I just want to make sure that was just one I want to know, because honestly, this is where the video concerns me, because at first I'm thinking they're responding to something, but it may have been something that he started the night before. You know what I mean? He sent him an email, and now he's wanting to document this stuff with an actual officer. You know what I mean?
Well, he may have called them out, or and told them he had this stuff documented. Whatever.
Okay.
Fine.
Go through these again, but I don't know if you listen to them. They're fucking scary.
What is going? Clearly, something's going on with her. Like that's not normal behavior.
This is I don't know how you make your voice sound like that.
Right.
He isn't there to report a crime against himself. He just wants everything documented.
So, not reporting a real crime, but he emailed them too. So, and he's documenting everything that's going on. I get that; it makes sense, especially if you got any kind of a fear going on. It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, but when I first saw this, I'm thinking, estranged couple. Okay. And that somebody is literally losing their mind. Boy, was I kind of on the button, but not really.
Okay. Before I go any further, Rachel, just wanted to clarify this for just, it isn't just fried banana, it's fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Okay. That's what you got to have. You got to have fried peanut butter and banana. Okay. Just want to verify that.
Okay.
That's what you got to use to get Elvis.
Okay.
On the record, because of what he woke up to the night before.
Okay, so you had them last night when these voicemails were coming in?
And I saw them this morning. And that is scary. Like, that gave me chills the first few times.
Right.
I don't know how scared I have to actually be.
That doesn't sound like she's in her right state of mind at all.
Okay, stop
In the
it.
space of a single hour, his ex-wife had called.
I pressed
Okay,
the button.
stop
Didn't
it.
want to- Yeah.
All right, so he has the children.
Yeah.
Is what's really happening. That's something we're losing in translation. He has the children.
Mhm.
This is his ex-wife.
Yep.
That they're going to be talking about.
And have been talking about it. It's been since.
Yeah.
You see it glitches and it goes back and forth. So obviously the people at True Crime Daily did a piece together for this, for pretty much a TikTok or a short or something like that. So
Yeah.
okay, so here we go.
Him 17 times and left 9 voicemails. The two of them were married for years, and the kids they share are the only reason he still has any contact with her at all. He's moved on. He has a new partner and a new life. But when he starts playing the voicemails back for the officer, the sound coming out of the phone doesn't land like a message at all.
Do me a favor and play them.
Okay, before he plays them. Now, this is the part that I could have done without everything else. When she says play them for me and we get to hear this, that made me go, okay, this is not AI here, guys. This is an actual report.
Yes.
True crime. Okay.
Yes.
And quite frankly, I don't know if you say it's a crime truly or not, as long as she's not physically hurting the kids per se. But
well, apparently she hadn't hurt anyone. This is just her behavior.
yeah, which now we may be talking about somebody bipolar for all we know.
You're right.
But this is what it sounds like.
Play the other one.
Okay, we're up to second one here. That was 145. This is 146. $47.
Okay, stop it.
Okay.
So as you can plainly see, these are coming like one right after another. And the first one, you notice that you can hear her voice and she's saying, help me, please. And she's kind of begging for help.
Yeah.
But every voicemail seems to get stranger and stranger and stranger with this.
Yeah, and it's like they're from what he was saying, it sounds like they're only like a minute apart each one of them.
Yeah,
So,
they're not very. Yeah.
Here's my other what I'm taking away from this. I don't know that she's so much bipolar as she is completely blitzed in somewhere high or something. Is what it sounds like to me, because it sounds like a drunk at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, remember the old.
It doesn't sound like that to me, because there is clearly a voice change.
It could be both. It could be both.
Because I mean,
not mutually
because
exclusive
you
things.
could be under the influence.
Yeah.
And then
like I say, when you're sitting here and you start doing this kind of stuff, you know, and it'll change. But she doesn't know she's doing it. I'm not saying she knows she's doing it at all. It very well could be explained by that. But that's not all you hear. You know, you hear these last couple, and they're that deep guttural voice for the last couple of times. So
yeah, go ahead and play the more of it.
You're alive. You're alive. You're alive. You're alive. You're alive.
47, 149.
dead, unalive, however you want to say it. That's what she said there.
Yeah, it's super weird because it sounds like at one point she's saying, "You're alive, you're alive, you're alive," and then boom,
Yeah,
I'm dead.
And I don't know. I mean, because I hear what you're hearing and stuff, but I've heard, I don't know how many times, and this comes from, having to be on CQ or staff duty, and you get that call from some drunk somewhere which you got to go pick up or something, and he doesn't sound anything like he said, and he's stuck like this under the phone trying to talk, and when it gets muffled and it gets kind of low and guttural, I can see that happening with, eh, the effects of alcohol or whatever drugs she might be on. If she's not on any,
I'm gonna say it's gonna be more than just what we would think as alcohol. I'm gonna say if because we're not gonna talk about it a lot, but there are drugs out there on the street that are turning people basically into zombies. It's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne Curry sounds like she needs a priest.
Well,
Right.
maybe it's both. Like I said, not mutually exclusive. Maybe
they're not.
there is a drug that makes one get possessed, or makes one open to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anytime that you're using drugs and that you're using anything to dull your mindset, to make yourself weaker, I mean, you're opening yourself up to that anyway.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. But when you're under the influence, you're absolutely at your weakest moment, especially when you're using these hard things that are out on the street these days.
No. Yeah.
That, that are just completely just making you like just totally vulnerable to everything.
Yeah. And like Dwayne Curry says right here, that I never heard anyone drunk sound like that before. I have, but I was with them too, and I know what caused it, and I know why they were.
I've never heard it myself.
I've heard them go deep. I've heard them go through the roof, screeching, shrill, very high pitch. It depends on, number one, what they were drinking or what they were taking, and what mood they were in when they took it. You know what I mean?
Well, to me, it kind of sounds like, okay, so when somebody's in the throes of addiction, and she may have taken a little too much, and she knew she did, and so that's that, and she knew that's why she was saying, "Please help me, please help me, please help me." And then you hear the voice starting to change, like she's trying to tell yourself, "You're alive, you're alive, you're alive, you're alive." To the point where she can no longer function, and she just says, "I'm dead."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, that is one scenario. But I mean, what Donnie's saying could also be true, because she's under the influence of something like that, that something could have just jumped right in with her.
Right.
I mean, yeah, because didn't we also talked about before, people diagnosed, especially in the 50s and stuff, they were diagnosed with schizophrenia or whatever it was. And we're thinking a few of them that we studied on Truth or Tinfoil and on here, I think we've done a couple of them, that we're pretty sure. Oh, I got to start that one just so I can throw it up here in a minute. But we're pretty sure that there might have been a misdiagnosis. This person might have actually been seeing something that others couldn't see, i.e., a sixth sense and a connection medium / sensitive type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because of the way they presented it and the way they said it, the people of the day, they're crazy. Put them in the bin and throw away the key, and it wasn't really a true mental disorder. Then we look at it.
They would throw away the key if you didn't wash their socks right. Men would do that to women all the time. If they found them undesirable, they could be thrown in an institution.
There's Mickey's comment right there.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
But
Good old Metheny.
I'm just thinking that this is more or less that a drug addiction versus, because they made it seem like it was possibly demonic. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's more on the addiction side.
Yeah.
And not that. I mean, either which way, that is heartbreaking to hear.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, I'm sitting here listening to it. And I'm thinking this is all taken out of one big context, and they're showing this part right here, and he's trying to document her addiction and how she behaves on her addiction because he never says what he's trying to document.
Right.
So,
but but in the very beginning, we're talking about how people are putting their narratives on these videos.
Yes.
And they made it seem like
because of how they presented it. Because of how they presented it. Disturbing paranormal police encounters. Quite frankly, if you sit right there and look at that on face value alone, there's nothing paranormal about that at all.
No.
But if you wanted to open that can of worms, hey, I could hear it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not naysaying the whole thing.
I think it's both. I think it's both. I think it's kind of narrow-minded to think drugs and demonic possession.
And that's the only thing, because she took the drugs maybe and that opened her up, and like you said, something jumped in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who am I to say it's yes or no? I know what science will tell me, but I also know people don't get on the phone, start and sound all high pitched, and then go to that level of guttural. Unless there's either a major fit of despair going on, or there's something else involved. So,
yeah, I don't know. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place with that. Something may have jumped in there with her.
Dwayne,
who knows?
Yeah, Dwayne got it. I think she weakened herself to open whatever's happening when she weakened herself out.
Yeah, there is something else there. It was very disturbing for me to hear that. I was out as I was going down the road, and why does he have Rob's face on there? That's a good question.
No idea.
Yeah. Sorry, I just got a report.
Why do you got Rob's face on there when you go to your black screen?
I don't know. Probably he changed.
Oh,
you probably changed it on me and didn't tell me.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see. Wait a second. Hey, Rob, guess what? I got something for you later.
Hi, my name's Rob.
Hello, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl.
Right.
But I just got a root beer report. My daughter went to the Costco, and I've got extra cases of root beer now. I'm good.
There you go. This is an exact story that I'm talking about, that even though it is very disturbing, don't get me wrong, it is very disturbing, but people spin their own narrative on it, and it may or may not be true. And this is what, you get out there and you're thinking that this may be, a straight up demonic possession, and it isn't.
It's not. Yeah.
Or it could be, that's, you just don't know. But I think, I think that it could be a little bit of both. Like it really could be, by the way she's sounding.
Yeah.
That she's been pushed to that limit. Now, cause I kind of went down a rabbit hole yesterday that I didn't mean to go down. I didn't mean this. I was watching Haunted Souls on their podcast, and they were talking about, the whole serial killer thing and and we've talked about it several times about how they could be possessed or oppressed or something leading to that.
Yeah.
But they had to bring up a movie or a documentary that I hadn't seen. And I should have never watched that before I went to bed, because I could not.
Which one was it?
It's called 77 Minutes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about this guy that went into McDonald's and for 77 minutes held the entire McDonald's hostage and killed almost everybody in the place.
It's
They were
one
saying
that
there
will.
was like they said there was like almost 50 people in the place and like 17 walked out. He was killing children on the outside, people on the outside of the building, inside of the building, employees. He was just unaliving anybody, and then he would go back and lose his mind, and then just go and try to unalive them after they've been unalived.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the documentary has some very raw footage. But what freaked me out is I watched the whole thing. And right at the end of the documentary, it shows you the length of this documentary is how long he had been in this place from start to finish.
Yeah. And they made a point to tell you that too.
Yeah.
They made a point to show it to you.
Right.
So now you can imagine the terror in those people that were in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wondering if they were going to be next. So, I mean,
yeah.
And I remember somebody said something about that one. They said it's funny they came out with that, and then the thing happened at the Wendy's, and I think in Minnesota, wherever it was, or Idaho, or whichever one it was. I came there that Wendy's shooter.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, well, no, they just kind of got brought back up because of that. But the dude up there, he didn't have a prayer from the get go. I mean, he was going from outside in. And other people had interjected, whereas the McDonald's one, nobody really interjected. Nobody knew what to do.
They couldn't see him because the McDonald's had a reflective windows, so they couldn't see in to find out where anybody it was in there.
And nobody was in there was carrying either. That's the thing.
No.
So, I mean,
no.
The other one, there were people that were carrying that were in the vicinity of him and knew they needed to take him down. Whereas that one, they didn't have that option. They just didn't. And it's a kind of helplessness that'll make you have nightmares. I agree.
Right.
But it's a really good documentary. It's kind of like
I just don't recommend it if you
middle of the day.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't handle seeing
and not with the young kids. Not with young kids.
If you can't handle seeing the footage, I do not recommend this one, because it is brutal. It is good. Brutal. But the documentary, I mean, it goes on and it talks about how this man, which right there, I think he may have been very mentally unstable and he may have been oppressed. There was something very demonic about this man because when he left his home, he said, I'm going out and I'm going hunting and I'm going to hunt people.
Yeah.
He said that straight up. Then it takes him probably about 2 minutes to drive to that restaurant and begin.
Yeah.
So the man was well armed. It was just unbelievable. Like I said, now there are times where I'm just like, I think people are just mentally unstable. I think this dude really had something wrong. This was premeditated. Because he had all the weapons, he had the ammo, which he used a lot of ammo.
Yeah, which is insane. If you're in a McDonald's, and think about that too. Majority of his people and his victims were all in the dining room. Okay. Why did he go for 77 minutes?
Why did he have to go back and try to unalive people who were already unalived?
Exactly.
That's my point. There was something he had a big old mental break with a little bit of demonic activity or a whole lot of demonic activity. There,
Yeah.
there was something there that just blew my mind because I can't understand what his motives were. And he did not off himself. He did not do away
No.
with himself.
No.
They had a sniper take him out.
Yeah. Oh, he wasn't going to either.
No, I
I
don't know how
guarantee
long he
you.
thought he was going to stay in there, though. It's
I
kind of
guarantee
like,
you, he was thinking this is he thought doing it himself was going to be the coward's way out. I know that's what he was thinking. So yeah, if he's going to do that, no, don't do what the other guy did up there and turn it on yourself. No, you get taken down by the people that are supposed to take you down. Don't go in and half you know what it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be mean about it. I'm just saying he went in.
I don't know if that were the fact or not. We don't know what was going through the man's
No,
mind.
but still, he
We
was
can
not
only
going to do it to himself.
we could maybe he hadn't
Maybe
gotten that far in his thought
yeah,
process.
maybe it had
Maybe
finished everybody
maybe he was
first.
trying to figure out how to get out of there. I don't know.
Well, I
But
mean, there's
but
a thing too.
yeah.
Maybe he had a wish, death wish, if you want to call it that, and he was going to do it by the cops.
Right. Well, and then the cops were having a big old issue. They're still to this day fighting amongst themselves about proper procedures and what failed and who failed and
Yeah.
you can hear them going back and forth, not at each other because they're not being interviewed together, but the guy is asking questions and some of them are saying they should have done something.
Yeah.
They
Much
let it
like
go too
Uvalde here.
long. Yeah, they let it go too long and there was a
Ooh, Larry.
thank you, Larry, for 15 months. Woo! So they were saying that they let it go on too long and that the cops should have intervened earlier and then that way that not so many people would have passed, but it just reminded me that, sometimes there are just straight up evil people out there, just straight up, so I don't pass up somebody being possessed. I don't. I don't.
Yeah,
Because I mean, this guy hadn't shown. He was a school teacher. Wasn't he a school teacher? I can't remember. I think he was.
I think he was a school teacher.
I think he was a school teacher. Like
And then that made me look.
but he was totally out there doing away with people of all ages, all ages, all ages.
Oh well, and now see, because I had forgotten the time frame of it and everything. Well, this was in San Diego in 1984 too.
Yes.
So
yes.
Let's see. I'm trying to see what the actual.
Yeah, I don't know what they. I just don't. I personally don't think they reacted correctly either. There was a few.
In '84, this is relatively a new concept to them, though. Honestly, if you think about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, are there things that they could have done? Yeah, I think so. I don't think they had to wait for a sniper. And this went on for 77 minutes. They didn't establish any type of rapport or open a conversation line or nothing with this person.
Nope, they did not.
And because of what they didn't know how many shooters were in there. They didn't know anything. So it just really bothered me. And like I said, I don't watch that and go to bed. Don't do that. I made that mistake because like I said, that just brought up a whole lot of these serial killers and things like that. It just about, have they just got a mental disability? Did they just snap? Or is it something more, something deeper and darker, something that, prayer, could have helped a little bit, something. But, like I said, it's just things like that. And when you watch these documentaries, take a look at it, and see what you would think. I mean, do you think that this person had a little bit of demonic activity going on, or do you think that this person is just mentally unstable, or a little bit of both?
And I just brought some stuff up on that. This is in '84, like you said. James Huberty was the guy's name. And he told his wife on July 15th, he suspected he had a mental health problem. He called San Diego Mental Health Clinic, requested an appointment, and they misspelled his name Schuberty, and his profile demeanor had changed. His demeanor had changed when they called him Schuberty by accident. And he goes in, an hour later, he returned home, and he was content. He was content and so forth. On July 18th, they went to a movie and to the zoo. Okay. But shortly after they got home, they ate at McDonald's in Claremont in the neighborhood. Then they returned home. He walked in with his T-shirt up, leaned over, kissed his wife, and said, "I want to kiss you goodbye. Going hunting for humans."
Yeah.
And he told his daughter, his 12-year-old daughter, goodbye. And I'm like,
yeah. See, because it something is just off with that, because
and it's snap.
Yeah. Because our last names, are they're not hard. Ours aren't hard, but somebody can pronounce them wrong. But I'm not going to get mad.
No, not to that level anyway.
Right. Right. So I think there's a lot of things that play with that, man, and it was just odd that I should have never watched that. Same.
Yeah, probably not the best thing, especially going to bed and stuff like that.
Well, there are things that I tell myself that I should not watch. Every once in a while, I'll run across that one that will grab me, and it was that one. I've read the story, but I've never watched the documentary. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm reading it more, and he wasn't a teacher. He did graduate with honors, but he was a mortuary science and such. Funeral director and embalmer. Yeah.
Okay.
I had to remind myself too, because it's been a while since I've seen it. This came out in 2016. So.
Okay, so all right, so if that be the case, so he's used to people being unalived or not alive. He's used to that.
Yeah.
But he's also used to the fact that of people's grief and what they go through when someone they love pass. So he just basically went out and created all of this.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Nemo comes up with a good point right here. I didn't think about this one before. When we claim the demonic, if you claim a demonic, then you're making the victims martyrs, and that defeats demon desires. They don't want to create any martyrs, So even if it was demonic per se, I would say if there was a demonic infestation.
That's incorrect. A martyr has to be intentional.
Okay.
Yes.
So that they would give themselves up, in other words.
Right.
To be a martyr.
Martyr has to be an intentional act.
Okay, got
it. It has to be like, well, there was one martyr in there, and it was the dad who had brought his son and his friend in there, and they had went under the table, and the father got in the way,
so he
and had the other two in the back. Now, all of them were shot. Don't get me wrong. All of them were shot. The father and son did not make it. The friend did survive.
But only because the father got in the way.
Yeah.
So that I'm betting that the two boys got hit because of bullets going through the father, more than likely.
Well, they were saying that people were getting hit anyway, only because of all the stainless steel that is in these fast food restaurants in the kitchens and stuff. So when he was firing, they were just ricocheting.
And just hitting wherever, yeah.
And just hitting wherever. So yeah, I mean, people were struck with that too. I mean, we got to keep that in mind. But I mean, I'm just saying for everybody out there,
go check it out. Actually,
if you're into true crime, this is one of the worst. I'm going to say this is one of the worst ones that it's just one of the worst ones. And
yeah,
I'm not sure that this guy was right in the head. I'm not sure because he was wearing camo pants. He was wearing camouflage pants.
You saw the picture of him now, Donnie?
No, I mean, by his own admission, he wasn't. He saw mental.
He sought mental help 3 days prior. So,
yeah.
But then again, I mean, if you were being spiritually attacked, okay.
Yeah.
Would you consider it being spiritually attacked? You think you got something wrong with your brain?
Maybe it could be both. Why do people keep thinking these are mutually exclusive things?
They're not. Exactly. I agree with you. It could have been easily both.
Yeah.
In a weakened state,
they took over and kind of pushed him over that edge.
Right.
That he might not have ever touched without.
Right.
Again, who are we to say?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that open. But it's not that I'm a fan of true crime. It's just, I just more or less wonder what is happening to these people. What is making them tick that way? And this one, I have no clue. I think he may have just had just a bad spot, and everything took over. Everything was, piled on him, and bam. But anyway, with that, everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate you coming in this heat, or if you're in Australia, your nice little winter. Join us tomorrow night on Blondes and Booze at 8 p.m. Central. We have Adam Davis is going to be on with us tomorrow night. And we're going to be talking just about everything, I'm sure. Bigfoot and whatever else he's been into lately. And
he's always fun to watch, though.
Right. So he'll be on with the Blondes tomorrow night. And we'll see you all then. So good night, everybody.
Bye.